Hello and welcome to the NRL Pacific Championships Roundup, where for the very first time the best men's and women's rugby league players from across the Pacific will come together for the Pacific Championships. Over the last 4 weeks, 7 nations have come together, showcasing culture, skill and pride like no other. I'm your host Renee Gartner and I'm going to be taking you through the final week as we hit the finals for the Pacific Championships. Australia, Samoa and New Zealand have been in the fight for the Pacific Cup, while Cook Islands, Fiji and Papua New Guinea have been battling it out for the Pacific Bowl. Saturday takes us over to FMG Stadium Waikato in Hamilton, New Zealand, where the Kiwis will try to bounce back against the Kangaroos in the final showdown between Australia and New Zealand.
Australia have won 8 of the last 9 matches between these two sides. So the Pacific Championship final is underway, and New Zealand are going to have the first possession, and here comes the captain, James Fisher-Harris.
That's a big one.
Back goes Ruben Cotter.
Straight away, it's a big one.
Good run, and here comes Tapane. New Zealand need to get to their set, into their set here, as Leota has had a quiet couple of games in the Kiwis. Really played well in that grand final for Penrith. And that was a lot of intent and purpose in that first run from Fisher-Harris. Nickel Krookstar got a point to prove. Didn't even run for 100 metres last week, which is a rarity for him these days. Now that was around the shoulders, says referee G from Payne Haas. There goes the kick from Hughes. Well-weighted kick. Almost juggling and dropping the ball there was Valentine Holmes, but the Kiwis are going to be penalised. They're all offside from the kick with Payne Haas just yet. Munster's going for the big spiral bomb this time. There's Nickel Krookstar. Almost overran it, but he's so secure under the high ball. And now he creates some space for Mulitalo, who's off. Mulitalo, one to beat here. Great support play from Dylan Brown. Oh, that's fancy footwork. Great breakout by the Kiwis.
Numbers on the right.
Yeah, they're all lining up, aren't they? Nickel Krookstar. Here's Hughes. Here's Nikora. Manu. Nikora has it again. Didn't give it to Hughes, who was in the clear and might have been in for a try. Set restart for the Kiwis.
He was in.
Manu. Now Leota. For and don't know who's expecting it. Big cut out pass. Mulitalo for the corner. Oh, yeah! The Kiwis hit the front after 14 minutes.
That's the full week in from Ronaldo Mulitalo. Get into space. With a happy feet here as well. Inside, outside. Tedesco does a great job in pulling him down. It doesn't stop there too. Refuses to dive the ball. Dylan Brown, a number of passes. The Kiwis kept this alive. And they come back finally to this side. Leota with the pass also. Forward knows what to do. Pass it on. Is that ball though, Glenn? It's a wonderful ball. Out wide. Wonderful touchdown try.
Mulitalo had a bit of work to do too. He took full advantage of Valentine Holmes slipping over earlier on in that play. Good finish. He just eluded Katoni Staggs there. Again, the kick is coming from relatively deep, or are they going to run it here? Valentine Holmes. Here's Holmes with a big chance. That has had a snuff out an opportunity right there.
Mulitalo with the smackdown.
Oh, the Aussies going short as well. Let's play on. Australia call for a knock on there. Ray engaged Daly Cherry Evans.
Hurry! Go 0.
So here's the Kiwis, another big chance. Tapine sets it up midfield.
Hold! Release here, come on. Go 1.
Brown out to Hughes. Hughes, good pass. Nickel Kluxta. He's Sako for the corner.
Coming in the 2.
Jermaine Isaako. A wonderful season for the Dolphins.
Defensive from home.
Just as terrific in the international colours and the black and white. See them come out here. Backdoor play. Charles Nickel on the sweep. He came across, did enough. He knew that a short ball was going to be enough to get him there. Hughes, though, going deep into the line. Great try. They know how to finish these days. Again, the first half, and they come out here, at times look a little bit flustered, but it's not the Australia we know.
Easy.
Here we go again.
Well, these unforced errors just mounting up.
Shot clock on. Dylan. Where do you want it?
You just don't see that from Stags normally.
Even the pass, arguably not the best pass as well.
Let's go, guys.
A lot of uncharacteristic mistakes from this Australian side.
Well, here, look at that. That shot right there sums it up perfectly for the Kiwis right here. 15 metres out, centre field, full set. Big chance for New Zealand here.
Shot clock off. Hold there. Break. Let go.
Hughes, can they cook something up on the first play? He's out for the corner! When did he get there? Jermaine Isaako, you know, he's a bit of a redemption story this year, isn't he, Monty? Didn't have a happy last couple of years at the Broncos, neither at the Titans, and now the Dolphins has really seen him get back to his best.
He's been one of the shining lights for the Dolphins this year. Wonderful form. I remember when the boy from Canterbury.
Once again. So the last 5 minutes, the Australians have looked a little bit better. That's a great kick. Here's Holmes.
Good on the inside.
Kick and chase. The bounce is not there for Valentine Holmes. You know, on another day, Monty, that would have been for Australia, they would have been in to score.
I was just going to give him a wrap. I mean, just we saw down the other end how he diffused the situation, getting up nice and high above a number of people. This time, a bit of smarts then. Jeez, it was close.
Water with that carry. Here comes Nickel Kluxta.
Hold! Release! Go for.
Manu. He's one of those 7 players that have gone over 100 metres in this New Zealand team. Hughes charged down. That might work out okay. What's that played at?
Charge down. Play the ball. Jerome.
Yep, it's going to be New Zealand ball again.
Where do you want it? Play the ball. Middle.
Really is going against him.
Play the ball.
50-50 calls or
Charge down.
situations where you may get a little bit of luck.
Play the ball.
It's fallen on the Kiwi side.
Play the ball.
100%.
Front foot.
Oh, well, Daly M player of 2022 is on.
Yeah, they're coming
The
up.
representative game hasn't been the best for him. Now he gets his chance to boss this game and see what he can do at the last quarter.
Wait. Go 1. Sorry, mate.
Yes, indeed. Fisher Harris. We're going to muscle up again. Now Papali'i running strongly.
Daly, move! Go 2.
Tapine. Here he goes again. Joe Tapine keeps the legs up.
Hold! Release. Look out here.
Close to a man of the match performance from Joe Tapine, that's for sure. Hughes.
Defensive play on.
Good hands. Damoko! That is sweet right there for Matamoko.
Well, it was untouched. Matamoko. Last week he had the most carries in the game for his side. This week he hasn't had as many chances. It's fantastic. Backdoor play again. Shooter comes out of the line, but then just the pace to get around Daly Cherry Evans. Wonderful play. Like I said, this kid, you loved him for a very long time. You said he should be in the black and white jumper. He's going to be there for years to come, Glenn.
Yeah, great acceleration through the line. Beautiful hands to him from Chance Nickel Kluxta. What a game he's having as well. Well, see, he was like he was playing for the Kiwis on that play, Monty, wasn't he?
Oh, from Greymouth to Townsville.
And there's an obstruction play.
Well, nothing's going their way, is it, the Australians?
So here's Isaako. So 3 from 4 on the night so far. points to nil.
Tina, go for it.
Brown gives it to Griffin. Name! Griffin Name! Ecstasy for New Zealand.
Well, I just hope some of his family members are in the crowd. I hope they're here live to see their young man get up and score, albeit his debut try in the colours, and so deserving. And often you see a young man who probably dreamed about that as a youngster, playing in the black and white jumper and scoring a long-range try, or try in the final, yet alone against an Aussie team. Look at that, Dylan Brown didn't even do much, it was just an early ball. He beat 3 defenders and he scores under the black dot. Terrific.
Well, that was a tackle that Nico Hines won't want to see on the replay, that's for sure. Well, he'd only just come on a few minutes before. It's a record win over Australia for New Zealand.
Thank you.
30 points to nil. The winners of the Pacific Championship are the Kiwis.
In week 2, the Cook Islands exited the competition, setting the stage for the showdown between Fiji Bati and the host nation Papua New Guinea. After the Batis triumphed over the Kumals last weekend, Justin Holbrook's team will aim to raise their game in their final match in front of their home crowd.
Last week it was a really surprising scoreline. Fiji Bati 43, beating PNG 16. And that locked up the head-to-head between these countries at 3 wins apiece. And now the Pacific Bowl is on the line on your Sunday afternoon. That is what is on the line, the Pacific Bowl. And the countdown just about over. Away we go in the final game of the Rugby League year on Nine's Wide World of Sports, and PNG start with a footy in their hands and expect big hits as Carpinius brought it back for the Kumals. Donahue. Oh, great tackle, one-on-one by Laban on Buller. Mbappe finds his playmaker Lamb, little kick in behind, clean bowls, Gutty, and tidied up by Buller in time.
Yeah, great play. It was nice clean-up work at the back by Jareem Buller.
Got strike on either side, particularly the left where Sivo waits to get on the end of things. And they're headed his way now. Buller chimes in, and here's Micah on the end of things. Headed towards that sideline. He'll do well to stay in here, Micah. He's ushered over the sideline, and the referee says, we're turning a blind eye to that, just play the ball.
I like it. Love that. Well done, Grant Atkins.
Suggestions of an obstruction there. And that is the call. It was a belated decision, but it was there. There's Roderick Ty back in the centres, out with a knee injury last week. He's Sam Burgess's first ever signing for Warrington, after lighting it up with the PNG Hunters in the Queensland comp this year. Look out for PNG's number 4. Quick hands by Johnston, a touch off Fiji, I think. Gary, you won't catch him. And it's not called back for now. Oh, the salute from Gary. He's put the ball down. I'm not sure it's going to count, though.
I think it's Ravalawa. You just see him slide off and go out the back. He rushes Johnston. Oh, yeah, that's touched.
Are you happy to let things go like the referee did there when he thinks it's a no try?
I like it.
And let it unfold?
I like it. Let it go. And then we've got the technology there to check it afterwards.
Mbappe back to the short side. He's running this week and reaches out. Edward Mbappe, a superstar in these parts. And the number 9 has the first try in the bowl final.
So hard to tackle. Built low to the ground as well. Leg drive. That's a nice dummy half.
Ravalawa comes in, he just bumps him off. Jersey 5 there. McKaylee, he's about 105, 110 kilos. You just get out of my way. I've heard big raps, and that's what the raps are, his running game.
Here's Labour, his inventive left foot kick.
Surrender! Stand!
Got them this repeat set. DeBellin, Lamb. Interesting choice of pass to Labour. He passed it behind Martin. Able to tidy up in time. So 2 more plays here. Fiji Barty standing up defensively. And DeBellin with a set-up play. Mr. Whippy's on. Mbappe, great service. Martin and Derby in the corner. What about that combination from the Cobbles?
You'll see here, nice. Alex Johnson who plays the play, where the centre runs the decoy for the back rower and the wingers just step back a little bit waiting for the kick. You can really isolate the centre.
Yeah, it's nice variation when you have that centre leading for a back rower, particularly against the defensive centre as well. They don't really see that formation a whole heap.
I don't think they'd be happy if they took the shot at 2. First touch for Junior Ropp in the headgear. Back to that left-hand side where they struck a moment ago. Johnston for Derby! Back to back, the Cowboys winger, and they are going mad in Port Moresby.
And here it is here, DeBellin out the back. Lamb straightens nicely, holds up defenders while they got in each other's way. Ravalawa and I think it was Wakeham, they collided, tripped over. And that's a great finish for Derby. That's lovely football.
Yeah, Derby and Labert have both been elevated into the Cowboys' top 30 for next season. Labert, who's been used as the decoy for both of these tries, has talked about that spot that's opened up with Peter Hiku heading off to the Super League. He thinks he can nail down a starting spot next year. Did Labert, and a rare opportunity last season.
Oh, Lachlan Lamb was hit late there. There
Very
would be
late.
a penalty.
Incredible performance.
No mistake from Martin. A big hit there on Junior Ropp. Through the hands again. How good have they looked going from right to left? And Labert slips out of the tackle. He's got support inside. He'll use him. Here he goes. Alex Johnston completing a perfect first half for PNG.
Again, lovely shift out to their left-hand side. And it was just a little skip, a little goose step, which stood up his opposite defender. And Alex Johnston backing up on the inside. Good all-round footy here by the Kummels.
And you can trace it back to that poor ending, the kick from Tano Milne, which gave Papua New Guinea a little bit of field position. They got the ball around their 30-metre mark. And then, look at that, skip to the outside. Left-hand carry, right-hand fend. And then Alex Johnson. It's a big lead.
Late offload, very handy for Buller backing up. Here's the chance for Fiji. The fullback, how elusive and evasive is he? Where to next? Hang Tuimar down that short side. Johnston hangs on the offload there, and Ravalawa centimetres away. He'll play it on the last. And the Dragons man, Buller. Back to Wakeham to dab one in behind. Oh, the bounce. Sits up eventually for Wonga Blake. And the Barty are back in the ball game with the breeze at their backs, are they? Stays out of it here. He couldn't get a touch.
No touch by Fiji at that stage.
This is where Tui thinks I'm going to get another 4-pointer. And right at the last minute, he says no.
He pulls his hands away.
Yeah.
Award the try.
His teammate instead, now back the other way. The halves combine. Donahue floats one over the top for Micah. Oh, how's the footwork? Sevo thumps it down. The ball bounces away, so the referee wants another look, but surely Sevo's got this one. No.
Is it no try with the grounding? Yeah, grounding. He said grounding straight away, Grant Atkins. Come on, Micah. Oh, no.
Oh, hang on.
Carpinius fumbled, but Johnston was there as backup, and they jumped the gun here. Oh, careful! The Pacific Bowl final kicking off here. Leftovers from last week. They do not get along, these two.
Wow.
So they actually get the penalty, but they're down to 12.
Wow. This is huge. Huge. 14 minutes remaining. Halves need to take the ball deep into the defensive line.
Ravalawa against Laban once more. Wrestled into the deck. Time ticking on Fiji Barty. Still got 7 minutes against 12. Wakeham picks up his fullback, and now Blake, Sevo outside of him. Wagga Blake won't need him. And the comeback is very much on here against 12.
Well, it was still pretty clunky, but the key was they got the ball wide to one of their strike players one-on-one.
14 points, 7 minutes to go. 2 converted tries and then the 2-point field goal. And Gary, look out, speeds the run into hole. DeBellin, full of running. Chance for PNG to now finish with a flourish. With Abape back out there, and so too Valentine Richard. Abape eyeing them up. And tackling a man without the footy. Play on, here he is. Welcome back to the ball game. Epel Carpinius. It'll be an interesting replay, I reckon.
Is that his first touch after he's been in the naughty boy corner?
About these replays.
Yeah, he pulls the Fijian player out of the way. Mbappe, the jersey 12 for Fiji. Sakuru, he just pulls him out of the way there. This will be a penalty.
Nene McDonald telling the crowd to get really loud in Port Moresby. The inaugural Pacific Bowl is staying in Papua New Guinea. They win the final by 32 points to 12.
What a game and what a round of NRL Pacific Championships. Thanks so much for joining us throughout the year, and make sure you tune in again next year when we show you all the tries, all the big hits and all the action on NRL Roundup.